Hello and welcome. If you're watching on LinkedIn, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. And I'm just about to set up because what we're going to do is we're going to go live on Amazon.com. I'm just waiting for the signal to come through. And in 3, 2, 1, we are now live on Amazon.com. Good afternoon to you. It's 3 on Thursday in the UK, which means it's 10:10 on the east coast of the United States, and I'm glad to be here. Now, I've changed my description. I'm now a live broadcaster and author. Author is a recent addition. Back in January, Angelica, my partner, and I created a book called Barnaby's Perfect Broth. And if you're watching on Amazon, you'll see it down in the carousel now. Now, Barnaby's Perfect Broth is a very special book, special to both of us, because we worked together to create it. And we had help from AI. I firmly believe that we should be the masters of AI. We can ask AI any questions we like. And if we guide it properly, then there are all sorts of things that we can create, which we wouldn't be able to do on our own. So I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But Barnaby's Perfect Broth is about Barnaby the turtle and his search for ingredients to make the perfect broth. Now, I can tell you, we've tried the broth, and basically, you need 3 potatoes, 2 carrots, and some magical ingredients, which you'll find out about if you click link in the carousel, and you'll find Barnaby's Perfect Broth. Now, it is a German tuition book, and it's 3 different audiences. First of all, if you're beginning to learn German, it's ideal because it takes simple German phrases, presents you with the German, presents you with a graphic which explains everything, beautifully illustrated, and then it gives you the English translation. And it does that for 15 sentences. If you're an intermediate German learner, then you can use the book, and the sentences, the German sentences, will be intermediate sentences, so more complicated than the beginner. And if you carry on, then there's the advanced section, which uses the past tense and sentences about the same topic. And again, you get the translation. Now, we have a version for teachers, which is basically available on the web, and for teachers, and it's available on the web too. So the book is available down in the carousel. It's a Kindle ebook, and if you're interested in German, then please do take a look. Okay, now, in my days, I started off as an accountant. Then I became, well, after accountant, I became a software engineer, and I created software which was used throughout the UK and in Australia. And it was for manufacturing and for distribution. Then, about 10 years ago, I discovered live video, which is why I'm here today. I'm very fortunate to have been broadcasting on Amazon.com for the last 3 years, probably more. It just doesn't seem long. Amazon.com is a special place to broadcast because you're looking for items, and as you're looking for items, if you've got any questions at all about anything that's in the carousel, which you can see on Amazon.com, then please do ask. And in general, I talk about cameras, microphones, green screens, and of course, running. And I've got a show on TikTok which runs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 2:05 in the UK. That's 9:05 on the East Coast of the States. And I'm live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The show is AI Run Thrive, and I talk about artificial intelligence, both in terms of text and in terms of graphics and video. I talk about running, including park run, and in 10 days' time, I'll be taking part in the Race for Life. I'm a great believer in running, okay, because we've got a race for life. And I'm also, I admit it, I'm a park runner. And one of the places I do enjoy running is around the lake behind me. This is Schutthof. This is Quendorfer See. and you can run around it. Now, if you did it 6 times, you'd be doing 5 kilometers. Park run is 5 kilometers, and it's free. It's British. Okay, Park run is a British. It started in 2005 in London, a place called Bushy Park, and basically it's a 5 kilometer circuit on private land or public land where there is no traffic. There are no zebra crossings, there are no traffic lights, there are no cars. It's just you and the path, and you just run round. Now, you're not racing. It's not a race. The only person you're racing is yourself. And you can register at parkrun.org.uk, and you get your own barcode because it's a timed event. And the idea is simple and straightforward, that basically you try and beat last week's time. Okay, you're always after a PB. You want to improve your fitness, and Park Run is a free way to do that. Okay, so Park Run started in England, and I tell you now, it started with 13 people. Every week now, 500,000 people around the globe take part in a Park Run. It's simple and straightforward. It starts at 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and it's near you. If you Google Park Run, you'll find a Park Run near you, and all you need to do is turn up with your trainers on and ready to go. Now, you can run it, walk it, jog it, or jeff it. It's up to you. Jeffing was basically a way of moving which was made, well, most runners actually use it, and that's to run for 15 seconds, walk for 30 seconds, and repeat. Run 15, walk 30, and repeat. And that means that a third of the time you're going to be running. Now, most of us, fortunately, can run 15 seconds, and you'll find that a third of the distance you're actually running, and you can get around a 5 kilometer course in a reasonable time, probably 30 to 45 minutes. And when you think that walking speed is 22, 23 minutes, that's good going. And it's a great way to exercise. And it's free. Park Run is free. Now, I told you about, if I go over here, give me a second. I just need something to show you. I told you about Barnaby's perfect broth, a tale of slowness in a fast world, and the fact that Barnaby is in search of making the perfect broth, and is aided by myself and Angelica, and that's the book that's featured in the carousel at the moment. It's a German learning book, and it is for beginners, for intermediates, and advanced. Okay, and I'm going to come back to me now. Okay, so we have this character Barnaby, and the second week in March, King Charles, our King Charles III, opened something which is unique in the world. It is a 2,700-mile path around England. And I had a chat with Angelica, and I thought, no, there's no way that Angelica and I can do the 2,700 miles. We'd have to do, it'd take us 9 to 12 months to do it. And if you want to know what it looks like this. This is the path, and you can see Scotland is at the top left, and then you go down, and we're going to go around England from the northeast, down the northeast coast, around East Anglia, along the south coast. I'm pointing, but you can't see me. And then we're going to bypass Wales and then go up the north. Now, this is the King Charles III England Coast Path, and it's free. And basically, it's been graded for easy sections, for hilly sections, and for mountains. And you can walk it, and you can walk it, but you're not going to do it in one go. Okay, so let's just take that off. So we came up with the idea. Just let me change something. That will do. Okay. We came up with the idea that whilst we can't walk around the path, then Barnaby could. Barnaby could walk around the path virtually. So we used Notebook LM, which is a Google product, and we used Google Gemini and created this notebook with Barnaby. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the sound off on the video. This is a video that goes all the way around the coast of England. So we're going to start at the top right, and we're going to, yep, you get the idea. I'm going to play the video now, and there is no sound. You're just to the There's Barnaby, and we're about to set off, and we're going to go 2,700 miles around South Angelica, and as I said a moment ago, we are park runners. Okay, phase one. So we're starting off in northeast England, and we're going to go on the coastal trek, and I'm going to shut up for a minute as we do the first section. Okay, I'm still here. But basically, the graphics that you're seeing were created by Notebook LM. We gave Notebook LM the knowledge of the King Charles III England coast path. We put all the knowledge in there. We put YouTube videos in there, and these drawings were made to suit each of the sections. And it does have music with it. This is a video which is also on YouTube, and this is the premiere of the video. It's the first time I've shown it on Amazon because it didn't exist 3 weeks ago. Okay, so we're now going to go down to South Shields. We're going to leave Amble, and basically all you need to do on the 2,700 mile path is to follow the acorns. And the northeast is a windswept coast. It's basically Newcastle, Sunderland, that's the sort of area you're in. Whitley Bay with the lighthouse, and you've got two tracks of the coastline. Now, I'm sorry for going so fast, but I just want to give you an impression of England. Okay, because the Romans were here. Okay, so now onto section 2 of the path, and again follow the acorns as we go around the path. And we're going to go down the northeast coast of England, and we're going to talk about the coastal arching, which I'll mention later. South Shields, and we've been joined by a badger and treasure hunting on shore for glass, and down the Durham coast until we get to Hartlepool, which is fishing, and then we have the Funicular Railway, and we're arriving at Staines, and basically Barnaby is logging the full route. We've got pictures, we have the text. Okay, let's carry on our journey around England. Some of it you may recognise, all of it you can come over to the UK and walk. We're now on to segment 4. You notice in the right hand corner that there are numbers. Phase 1 of the journey, the 2,700 miles is broken into 6 phases. Each phase has segments. This is segment 4. Yeah. And this is, if we go on image number 9. So P is for phase, S is for segment, and Z is for image. Okay, because I didn't look right. So there are 646 images in the completed video, and the video itself channel, you'll find the 6 segments, 6 phases, and you'll also find the full video, and then you'll find additional posts on that, which is the England coast path, which was open weeks ago. If you go to England, if you're watching on YouTube, it's open to you to actually walk. So we're now on to phase 2. So we're now going to go around East Anglia, and that's the route we're going to take. And you've got the signpost, and you've got explanations in each segment as to what we're actually going to see. Okay, I just want to stop that. I'm going to stop this in a moment, but carry on. So if we just stop there for a second, what we're doing is we're going around England, we're going around the coast path. I'm going to try again. Okay, I'm going to hide that and come back to the video. Apologies for that. You can watch the full video. The full video is on and image 3 and image 4. We're in Lincolnshire, and you better get the time when you're actually on the ship. And well, it is basically arriving at King's Lynn, as you can see, is a port, and the area is famous for fruit. And then we've got the Instanton Cliffs, and we've got rock pools. Okay, I want to say thank you for watching on Amazon, thank you for watching on YouTube, and thank you for watching on LinkedIn. You're watching Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England. This is a book that we created using Google Notebook LM and Google Gemini, and working together, Angelica and I have managed to produce this video, which you can see on YouTube. And it's just been the thing about AI is, you've probably heard that AI is not always right, and that AI can hallucinate. So there's a true story behind this. When I made it documentary, I basically fed all information about the path into Notebook LM. So we've got all information about the path. And basically then I said, right, okay, what I'd like is Barnaby the turtle to walk the first segment of the path. The first image was fine. The first image was Barnaby as you see him there. The third image was a fox. And the final image was a gentleman. So basically AI does hallucinate, and keeping it on track. Well, I showed the original to Angelica, and it's only sort of 13-second video. Well, it goes from being a turtle to a fox, and then it goes to being a person. That's not good. That'll never work. So I thought, I'm not giving up here. I'm gonna create this. I'm gonna travel around the 2,700 miles of the King Charles III England coast path, and I'm not going to be stopped. So, Notebook LM gave me, as I've said, a badger, a fox, and a person. So I went to Google Gemini and said, "Can you watch this video and tell me what's wrong with it?" And basically, Google Gemini said, "I can tell you what's wrong with it." Okay, just a second. Just give me a second, I'll explain. All right. Basically, every time you ask AI to do something, and you ask it to do a scene like this one, it has to remember everything. It forgets everything and it starts again. So every picture that it paints is an original. This is an original picture by Google Notebook LM. This is not human hand. This is imagination. Google Notebook LM has a magical imagination, which I fully appreciate. It also has a complete knowledge of English geography, far better than mine. So you're actually combining artistic talent with knowledge of England. Okay. But the thing is that in order for Barnaby to appear in every single frame, as I said, there are 646 frames, I asked Gemini, how can I get it so that I get a turtle in every picture? And I get my turtle, not somebody else's turtle. And Google Gemini said, well, basically what you need to do is to give your turtle attributes. So as you see, Barnaby the turtle has got a flat hat, a tweed jacket, and carries a satchel. And what I had to do was to train Google Notebook LM that every time I mention Barnaby, he's wearing his hat, he's carrying his satchel, and he's wearing a tweed jacket. And once you've got those three objects associated with the character, then it simply works. But the answer came from Google Gemini. The problem was that I saw the idea for this back in March, beginning of March, and I saw it on YouTube. I saw this video where somebody was creating a graphic novel, and it was a sci-fi graphic novel, and they were basically using Notebook LM to tell a story. Well, the thing was that every single frame, the main character changed. Yeah. And the author who came up with the original idea said, that's going to happen. There's nothing we can do about that. You'll not get a turtle in every single picture. Unless. Now, I'm going to start teaching how to do this in June. So if you're interested in how I did this and how you can do this for $20 a month, it only costs $20 a month because it's all part of Google Workspace. So if you've got Google Workspace, you can do this. Let's carry on. And we're going around the English coast. And we're coming towards the south coast. And we're at Harwich Ferry. That's the ferry we catch to go to Holland. Right, we're on phase 3. Now, phase 3 is the south coast of England, and we should have some interesting parts here. There's the map of where we're going, and we're going to go from Harwich to Malden, and that's the starting line. That's the Nears Tower in the background, and then we're going to go to the Sunshine Coast promenades. The rollback rule. Let me just explain the rollback rule. Let's just stop for a second. The rollback rule is simple. The east coast of England is disappearing. The coast just simply drops into the sea. And therefore you have a situation where the edge of England is forever changing. So basically what you have is the rollback feature, where the path, if the cliff disappears into the sea, you can move the path back automatically. Well, by manually, but you don't need to seek special permission. Okay, that's the rollback feature. Okay, and we're in Essex in England. This is Mersey. Oh, I've got to be quicker on the draw. That was Mersey Island. Okay, that is obviously a tide around England, so you've got to take great care when you're actually crossing anything in a tidal area, because you can leave the mainland and go out to Ireland. Okay, so we're now on section 14, and we're mapping along. We've got Malden and the seawalls, and then we're going to go coastal margin, which is explained. The video is on, the full video is on YouTube, and if you check out my channel on YouTube, you can watch the video, and you can watch it in higher resolution, and you can go through the 6 phases, or you can watch the video that I'm playing you now. Okay, let me take my name off. But you are watching Stephen Healy live from wonderful. I better say hello, hadn't I? Just a minute. Let me go here. If I've not done this already, I should have done it earlier. Welcome to the show. This is Lights, Camera, Action with Stephen, and I am live from Wiltshire in England. Okay, so we're journeying along the south coast of England, and this is an area of England which I love. Um, Basically, the England coastal path, which is 2,700 miles, has been graded, and you've got sections which are easy, sections which are harder, and sections which are for ramblers and hikers. Okay, we're in Gravesend now. Now the pictures that you're seeing are computer generated, and they're generated by Notebook LM, and the style is, if you recognise it, is Beatrix Potter. It's a whimsical style, and that's how I directed Notebook LM to actually create this, and I hope that you are enjoying this. And what I'm going to do is we're going to stop there and stop. Okay, what I'll do is, so next week, 10:10 on Thursday, I'll be back again with the second instalment. If you want to see it now, if I've piqued your interest, you want to see it now, just go to Stephen Healy on YouTube and you'll be able to find everything. In actual fact, what you need to do is to go to the website where you'll see this map. It's the King Charles III England Coast Path, and as I say, we can actually walk all the way around the path. Okay, and we've got a guided tour by Barnaby of the phases, starting up in the northeast, coming down the northeast coast, then the east coast, then the south coast, and then through Cornwall. It's got every single step of the way, 2,700 miles. It is free to walk, and you're invited to come to England and to walk the coastal path, because it is, and if you're watching on LinkedIn, YouTube, thank you. The England Coast Path is real. And if you go onto YouTube with my name, then you'll find it, and the links are there for the official site. But all you need to do is to find your way to the coast. You can drive there, you can walk there if you live on the coast, and just go along the path. Just follow the acorn. The acorn denotes where the path is, so all you need to do is follow it. And it's just a joy. We're looking forward to actually getting out. I want to say thank you to Amazon and for the items that have been clicked on Amazon. To everybody who's watched on Amazon today, big thank you. I'm just going to put my glasses on for the final section of the show. And I always like to do 30 minutes at least. So bear with me a moment. I'm going to change things up. And this is the time of the week when we should be talking about, just a minute. If I go up a bit, hopefully this is working. If this is working, it'll be good. And I just need to, that's it. Okay, I was looking for an image, I found it. Okay, if you are anywhere in the world, well, there are 28 countries in the world where you can do a park run. Okay, and park run is free, and as you can see, if you look at the people behind me, you've got 3 orange shirts. The one nearest to me is me, and this is our local park run, which is Quakers Walk. We'll be there on Saturday at 10 to 9 for the briefing, and then at 9 o'clock for the actual walk itself, or run. It's very important. This weekend is Park Walk Day on Saturday. So we're encouraging, or Park Run are encouraging, everybody who wants to walk the course to come along. And I'm very hopeful that thousands of people this week will try Park Walk at Park Run on Saturday. It is a very special day because Park Walk, you're out in the fresh air for up to an hour. You're actually meeting new people. You're getting good exercise in the fresh air. It's going to be fine tomorrow in the UK. So if you are in, just Google Park Run Google the word parkrun. It will tell you the one nearest to you. All you need to do is to go there. If you go to, just a minute, just let me go down here and I'll tell you what to do exactly. If you can go to, let's try and find it down here. I thought I put it down here. Obviously not. Let's just go down a bit further. No, I'm not going to find it. Okay. If you go to parkrun.org.uk, yeah, you'll find parkrun. Or if you just Google parkrun, you get to the page. You can register. If you register, you get a barcode. That barcode means that this is a timed event and you can go through the finish gate and you'll get a time for walking, running, jeffing, or jogging. Okay, this has been Stephen live from wonderful Wiltshire in England talking about Barnaby the turtle and taking you around the England coast with Barnaby. It's been my pleasure to do so. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care. Back again next week at the same time. Goodbye for now. That's a wrap. If I can find my way out. I use that many different systems. That's a wrap. Bye for now.